يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. الصلاة والسلام عليك All praises for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most kind Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the forgiver of sin, the most compassionate. It is Allah's greatest mercy that we are gathered here today in this beautiful masjid to commemorate, celebrate, rejoice, connect and establish further with a link and seek tranquility of the heart by increasing mine and your love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is Allah's greatest karam upon us that He has selected you and I to be in this blessed gathering in the presence of our beautiful shayukh, to sit in their presence and seek the blessings to connect to the domain zone Madinatul Munawwarah. I would like to congratulate the beautiful masjid committee for it's the first time I've been in this beautiful masjid, and as a khadim of this astana, I would like to make a dua. May Allah bless the committee of this masjid for doing a wonderful duty in trying to spread the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yaseen, these masjids have been made for a hub for Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah to spread the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we make dua. May Allah bless the Imam Sahib as well, as he is trying to strive in this community to try and spread the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is the mission and the purpose of coming here today? What is it that drew you here today? What is the reason that brought you here today? Is it for a purpose of dunya? No. Is it for a purpose to show someone you're here? No. The real reason is we are trying to increase our love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But we must realize, when did this gathering start? This gathering didn't start at 7 o'clock. It didn't start at 6 o'clock. It didn't start at 5 o'clock. It started in the beginning of time, when Allah created the nur of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It started in the beginning, and we are part of that gathering, continuing to establish and connect with the nur of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A prime example, Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam comes in the barda of Aka alayhi salatu wasalam, and he says, and Aka alayhi salatu wasalam says, "Oh Jibreel, tell me, how old are you?" Look at the very ilm of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They're saying to Jibreel, "How old are you?" It doesn't mean that they didn't know. They knew because they wanted to ask so that the people of the Ummah can understand the hadith Mubarak of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they said, "Oh Jibreel, tell me, how old are you?" He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I don't know. But when I was created, the first thing I saw was a nur. I saw a nur, and I fell in love with that nur. And then that nur dispersed away, and I started counting the days and the moments. When will I see this nur again?" This is Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, the leader of the angels, who saying this. I started counting the days and months and years, and my taraf and my chahat and my desire and my love was increasing. I want to see this nur. After 70,000 years, that nur came again. I quenched my thirst, and I had the tranquility of heart of seeing that nur. And I have seen that nur, Ya Rasulullah, 72,000 times. I have seen that nur 72,000 times. What did mine and your Aka alayhi salatu wasalam say? Now I ask you, my brothers, before I go on to the next point. Jibreel alayhi salam is standing in front of Rasulullah alayhi wasallam, and he's only talking about this nur he's seen. During that time, he met Musa alayhi salam, he met Isa alayhi salam, he met all the prophets and messengers. But Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam is saying, my desire is to see that nur. My desire is to see that nur. what happened? Aqa alayhi salatu wasalam, my renewed Aqa alayhi salatu wasalam said, oh Jibreel, Jaan le, that dude you saw with me, Rasulullah. This is why the great Shair says, Jab Khuda ne noor ko rakha bana ke samne, khud bhi aashiq ho gaya apni ata ke samne. That when Allah placed a noor, when He created a noor, Allah instantly fell in love with the noor, His whole creation, in the form of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran Kareem that my nigahon ka markaz, my focus, my desire is the chehra pak of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And from this pulpit of Idgah Sharif, we are reminding people, reconnect yourself with the noor of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Establish your connection with the noor of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How? By allowing your hearts to be open to let the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to enter. But to let love enter, one must have the most basic element, which is the adab of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the Peham of Darbari Aliyah Muhammad Idgah Sharif, visiting from town to town, to city, country to country around the world, to remind people, Islam, the importance of Islam is through the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The importance of Islam is to connect to Madinah al-Munawwarah. The importance of Islam, like the Sahaba Ikram, Ridwan alayhim ajma'een, what did they promote? They promoted the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's what we need today, to remind people that we need to make ourselves ambassadors in this country as British citizens, to show the example among the non-Muslims that we are the loving, respected people. We are people that look after our neighbors. We are people who show mercy to our communities. This is what Islam is about. Islam is not just restricted to Muslims, no. Islam is an open source for everyone, for people to realize that mine and your Aqa alayhi salatu wasalam didn't come as a mercy just for Muslims. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came as rahmatan lil alameen, as a mercy for all creation. That's why we should try and allow that mercy to enter our heart. But most importantly, when we have the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam within us, naturally you become a person of goodness, a person of mercy, a person of love, a person who acts and implements the ways of the Sharia of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is why the most important element is to increase our love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why the Shair, I finish with these words, Hamare Aqa ki muhabbat deen haq ki shart awwal hai, isi mein agar kami to sab kuch namukammal hai.